Three, two, one. Otra vez. One more time. Welcome aboard. We're here, and I'll keep this one. Made a few changes to the Spirit deck. We're back with the Spirits. Welcome and much love, Magic the Gathering players, gamers, wherever you're coming, wherever you're going. I'm prepping for Pro Tour Kaladesh in not the most efficient way, but it also overlaps with YouTubing. I like to YouTube, so how are you doing today? Also, today talking about our new training program, Game Shape, and why we're doing this and what this is all about. So why don't we just get started on that? Um, y- y'all know if you've been following for a while that I am somewhat of a health nut. I've done various sorts of fitness stuff and share training with people. And right now, I make a lot of decisions based around healthy lifestyle, healthy diet. I study movement. I did a TEDx talk on how I move downstairs on movement. There's a rattle chains, which apparently gives spirits flash. I didn't know that. Now I do. It's insane. Oops. I missed playing a rattle chains. I thought I had two Nebelgast Heralds. So if you're wondering why I'm fucking up, it's because that was why I made that mistake. So, now I do a lot of cycling, I do farm work, I do weight training, I do swimming, I do surfing, I do yoga, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu now, various stuff. So, kind of expected to see that, Gideon. I am going to, I'm gonna attack the Gideon. Yeah, not playing the thing was pretty bad. And then I don't want to throw out Deep Fiend yet because I just don't main, and then I'm gonna play a Mausoleum Wanderer, get a clue, and then I'm gonna be ready for the Nebelgast. Um, so I'm into fitness. I have this MTG fitness playlist which changed to Game Shape, and I just want to help people. Pretty much, I want to help people be fitter. I want to help Magic players be fitter. So I've been sharing certain stuff. Yesterday I was hanging out with my buddy who is a personal trainer, and he's like, "Yo, why aren't you training Magic players who want to be in shape?" And I was like, I don't have a good reason that I'm not. Actually, that's a really good idea. Grasp of Darkness. On the Bishop, whatever, we have two clues out of the deal, so that's pretty good. So I have started, and we're just starting right now. Some of my mastermind members are into this, but it's a training group, and it's some one-on-one help. Diet plan, exercise plan, habit training, accountability group. That's what it is right now. Attack Gideon, pass the turn. We could. I still want to wait on the Deep Fiend. I want Deep Fiend to be like our last card played, generally. By the way, this game would be easy if I had played Rattle Chain's turn too. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, like, it's also because physical fitness, physical fitness and mental fitness go together, and I've got a lot of players who just, for one, either want to be in better shape or like they're doing everything they can in Magic, but they're just not. They could be, their body and mind could be sharper, so that's something I'm working on. If you're into that, you can apply mtgtraining.com/gameshape. And just to let you know in advance, this is you would get a lot of time from me. Not necessarily like a lot of time, but I would work with you to customize a plan for you and figure out what you need. Um, I had someone, yeah, basically it's not going to be a free thing. It's not going to be a $5 a month thing, although um, that's an insane one actually. Although based on what people are asking, I think I'm just going to assume the opponent does not have sweeper. How important is it to kill Gideon right now? I would say pretty important. Okay, I don't think I've certainly haven't played this game perfect. Selfless Spirit. So we're gonna be able to get Nebelgast down, tap the opponent's team, and then chain that into Deep Fiend and win is the hope. But yeah, I might. Okay, I'm definitely gonna sacrifice this. Release a. I don't know if that was like the opponent either fucked up or is trying to bait us into planar outburst. I might have like a cheapo training program or a free something. So stay tuned. Okay. Creatures are buff. Nebelgast Herald is crazy. Again, if we rattle chains down earlier, we would have cracked a clue by now. Things would be way easy. But whatevs. Alright. So, at this point, what's the best way to kill the opponent? Is it to Elder Deep Fiend? The creatures? I think it's to wait till combat. It might even be best to let the opponent attack. And then to go for Deep Fiend. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think I should have tapped the Sylvan Advocate. No, we can block the Sylvan Advocate. At least that's the game plan. See if we get Grasp of Darkness. mtgtraining.com/gameshape. We're just getting started, so probably will not onboard very many people to start. Like, it'll be a test run of opponent scoops. 5, yeah, because we can block attack for 9. And we're about to crack a clue and draw a Herald and then anticipate on the next turn. And that was going to be easy peasy. So a few changes I made, Evolving Wilds. And I don't think we want Planar Outburst that much. I feel like Negates are going to be pretty good. Probably better than Unsubstantiate. Maybe we want Scatter to the Winds. I think we want 4 Bygone Bishops. I don't think we want Stasis Snare that much. We just want to ignore if possible. I'm going to cut Anticipate. More counter spells. This could be wrong, having no removal. Thoughts on... Okay, let's move on. Once again, mtgtraining.com/gameshape if you want help getting into game shape. Off the cuff, I want to talk about something that I just experienced today, which was interesting. As I've been really focusing on improving my social life, improving my social abilities, improving my social status, why not, right? Why not study society and put ourselves in the best position? So, part of that is analyzing various goings on, and part of that is conquering social anxiety and analyzing that. And I had a previous video, I'm going to keep this, where we talked about how social anxiety can be social anxiety can be dealt with physiologically just by breathing, or it can be dealt with uh, it can be dealt with kind of awkward by mere exposure, which is the best thing. Like uh, the I would say, are we gonna get oaths would be super bad. I would say the easiest way. Ooh, that could be tough. The easiest way to deal with social anxiety in the long term is just build up a big mental catalog of social experiences so you just know what to do all the time and it's fun. Anyways, I had noticed I had social anxiety around this person. It's a small town, so you'll see the same people, whether I'm friends with them or not. They'll like walk by, you'll see me say hello or wave to them or whatever. There's a person who I noticed like, wow, I feel I have social anxiety around this person. And it's like I've been thinking like why like there's only a few people in town that I have that reaction to, so I want it to like totally be resolved and not be a problem. So it's like how can I, like if I can deal with this, then I'll be in a better shape basically. Anyways, so today I was down at the marsh and I was recording and a group of people walked by, including this person, this girl, and one of the guys in the group is like, "Yo, are you the guy who did the TED Talk about going downstairs?" And the girl is like, "Yeah," or it's like, "Yeah, he did a TED Talk about." I realized that I was just mirroring her anxiety. She was anxious around me because I'm a local celebrity or some shit. It sounds kind of dumb and ridiculous, but that's my analysis of what happened. So basically, once I realized that, like, oh, I had anxiety just because I was mirroring her anxiety, and she was anxious for this reason. So are we gonna get grasped? Pretty awkward. Can't sex self with spirit. So once I realized that, it's like, oh yeah, I don't need to be anxious. Like actually, it's my job to be the chill one, right? It's my job to calm everyone down. So different situations call for like different social anxiety situations call for different answers. But one thing to think is like we are kind of hardwired to I'm gonna spell core. We're kind of hardwired to feel what other people feel. Um, we have empathy. That's called empathy. Mirror neurons. So if someone else is in a state of high arousal, fear, anxiety, stress, anger tends to be contagious. That's why we get in fights with people on the internet. He's mad, therefore I'm gonna be mad. That's kind of normal. But if we want to be more in control of ourselves in social situations, more alpha, then it helps to realize, I would say, that we don't have to match people's emotions. Like if people are afraid, we don't have to be afraid. We can soothe people, right? If people are anxious, we don't have to be anxious. We can calm them down, right? If people are stressed out, we can be cool, right? So I think I'm gonna let this one happen. It's not lethal, so it's not quite lethal, so we don't have to deal with it this turn. We can just hit for 4 and then like I don't really want to emerge Deep Fiend that bad because we can't tap down the advocate that happens. Yeah, so I hope that small anecdote helped you. Like uh, just sharing thoughts, sharing some social experiences as I that was a great draw as I learned myself. So we can attack, we can put the opponent to 3 life, and we're in a pretty good spot even if they're able to remove our stuff, because we can throw down a Nebelgast Herald into Elder Deep Fiend, and that way we can keep our spell Quellers, which I would personally like to do. Okay. Let the opponent go to beginning of combat, and then I'm going to go Nebelgast Herald. To everybody saying to cut down on Elder Deep Fiends, you're wrong. This card is the best card. 4 of, baby. Avacyn does not do what this card does. The opponent's going to really use removal. Okay. Cast with Emerge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Advocate, Quagmire, Swamp, Plains. We could even go for lands and not tap. Opponent's cluing. Like, how can they get out of this? Especially because we have another Elder Deep Fiend, and if we draw a land, we can hardcast it. And if we draw a spell, then we drew a spell. Yep, we won. Deck super good. Wrap up, MTG Fitness, Game Shape. There's a link below. And social anxiety. Like, you should, if you're anxious, you should check if your anxiety is being caused by another person, and if so, try to figure out why they're anxious, and then you can just not mirror their emotion. You just don't have to, and it's easier once you're aware. You can be cool as a frozen potato. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you have an awesome, amazing day, and I look forward to speaking to some of y'all. Speaking to you soon. See you in the comments. Have a great one.